Hey guys, welcome to today's tutorial. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to be sharing with us how I achieved this ruffled sleeve. Okay, so it is actually based on popular demand. I made a dress that's I had to make this kind of a sleeve on the dress, and quite a number of people asked that I share a tutorial video for it. I'm so excited, at the outcome of this outfit, guys. You won't understand. I'm so very happy. So if learning how to make this ruffle sleeve is what you would want to learn how to do, please stay to the end of this video, and whilst you're at it, do well to like, share, subscribe, give a thumbs up. Okay, all right. So the first thing you should do is to have your basic sleeve pattern drafted out already. Okay, so this is my basic sleeve pattern. I have it drafted out already. I didn't bother showing this process because I believe this is something that we all should be able to do by now, but peradventure you don't know how to draft a basic sleeve, we have a tutorial video here on the channel. So I fold the sleeve into two, and then I measure the entire length of the sleeve. That is very important. And then I'm going to times the length of that sleeve by 2. Okay, we are trying to create a ruffle, so it's either you times it by 2 or by 3. And then I open up the sleeve again, and then I measure this upper part, okay, which is the part that you are going to sew around the armhole of the dress. I measure it, and then I confirm the length again. Then that upper part I measure, whatever I got, I'm going to divide it into 4. So here is the fabric. So let's assume that upper part is 23. I divided it into 4. Okay, hope you understand. So this is the fabric. This is the length of the sleeve divided into 2, and these are the 4 piece. Okay, the length of the sleeve, sorry, times 2 or times 3, depending on how much fabric you have. And then I have it in 4 places because I divided it by 4. And then I'm going to stitch, as you can see me show you. After stitching, I'm going to be turning it inside out. Okay, so if you're a little confused about what I just said, please backward the video and listen to it again. So this is me turning out those pieces, okay, inside out. Once I am done turning them inside out, I am going to give it a proper ironing. So you also make sure that the seam of this piece is on the middle. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a good pressing before we continue with this. Okay, so after ironing, we are going to join. All right, so don't forget the upper part of the sleeve, the armhole, I divided it by 4. Okay, I divided it by 4. Okay, and I times the length of the sleeve by 2. You can do by 2 or by 3. Okay, and then cut them out on this piece. Okay, so once I am done ironing, I am going to join them this way, as you can see me showing you. I will use a 0.25 inch to join. I join them side by side, and that is for that. So I join 3 of the piece together. Now I have this shorter one. Okay, so one of this long piece I cut it into 2, and then I have it as this short ones you are seeing. These ones are going to be on the side. Now this short one are going to fall on the side of the sleeve. The center side is longer than this side of the sleeve. I'm sure you can relate with this side of the sleeve that goes under the armhole. That is why we have this short one. So those short ones are going to be on the side. Okay, so just continue watching to see. I'm going to attach this short one now to this longer ones. I'm going to plait the longer ones to meet with this short one. Okay, don't forget this short one is the side that is going to be at the side of the sleeve, around the under arm or area. Okay, hope you can relate with what I'm saying. So I'm just going to plait it, okay, into that shorter one. Okay, all right, so I'll do on one side, and then I do the same on the other side. Okay, I plait it to meet up with the shorter sleeve. Okay, Hope you're understanding what I'm saying. So once I was done stitching all of those pieces together, this is what we have. You see the plates we did, joining the longer one to the shorter one. You see it on the other side, so we've joined, and the sleeve is forming already. So I have this little strips. We are going to do something like a crunchies. Okay, we call it crunchies in millinery. I have these tiny strips. So these tiny strips are the exact length of the sleeve. So let's assume that the length of the sleeve is 10 inches. Okay, when you times it, it's going to be 20. That's what we have as this ruffle. Now the exact length of the sleeve is what you're going to cut the strips into, which is 10 inches. Okay, so and then you just, let's say you cut 1 inch and then you fold it. Okay, because it's going to be hidden on the inside, so you don't have to do anything extraordinary. Okay, so I just fold 1 inch into two and then I stitch it together. Okay, and then I am going to be passing the strips through this bigger strips, this ruffle right now, this sleeve, as you can see me show you. Okay, so on this shorter one, the strip for this shorter one is going to be half of the length of this short fabric, with the one that my hand is on the inside. Hope you understand. Right, so I pass the strip through like this channel right now, and then I'm going to pin it. Okay, I'll first of all pin it down before taking it to the sewing machine. As you can see, it has formed a ruffle. Now if the strip is as lengthy as the, let's say, this channel, okay, this bigger channel, it won't form any ruffle. But because the strip is shorter than this channel, okay, this piece that we divided into four, it will enable you form a ruffle. That's why we call it a crunches. We call it crunches in millinery. Okay, so your strip have to be shorter. So if your channel, this ruffle channel right now, is 30 inches, your strip should be either 12, 10 or 10 inches. It will enable the ruffle to be full and beautiful. Okay, so I just go ahead to pass those strips, into these bigger ones now, and then I pin it on the middle. Okay, on the middle. Okay, I pin it to the on the upper part, and then I'll poke my hand into it, pull it, and then bring it and pin it on the lower part. Okay, so you are using that strip, that smaller strip, to gather the bigger piece right now. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say. So I just keep passing and pinning. Okay, I'm gonna pass this one now, so you see I poke my hand through it. Okay, bring it out, on the upper part now, and then I'm gonna pin it on the middle, as you can see me illustrate. I poke my hand back right inside, I'll pull it and then bring it down to this bottom part, and then I'll pin it. Okay, I want to be done pinning before I take to the sewing machine to sew. Please, if you've watched this video to this point, do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to share, do well to give a thumbs up. So I just continue the same process roundabout. Okay, don't forget this shorter part, the strip is shorter than the other ones. Okay, so the strip of this shorter part is half of this shorter channel. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Half of it. So if your the channel you are using to create your ruffle is 10 inches, your strip should be like 5 inches. Okay, hope you understand what I'm trying to say. That will enable your ruffle to form. So once I was done poking all of those in, so I'm going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it down. Okay, I'm going to sew it and close everything up. So at this point I am done closing up, as you can see. All right, so I'm now going to bring my sleeve proper, and then I am going to sew this ruffle on the sleeve, following the shape of the sleeve. Hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I'll first of all pin it down. Okay, so when cutting your basic sleeve, you will do well to add a few inches to it for ease. Okay, so for instance, if your your upper bicep area is 13 inches, okay, you could do well to use like 15-16 inches. It is not a fitted sleeve, okay, it's not fitted at all. So endeavor to add extra inches to the actual measurements of the sleeve, okay. It's not a fitted sleeve. And then on this side, because you're going to have excess, you just go ahead and do a beautiful pleat, okay, and stitch it down. All right, you do the same to the other side. You just pleat the excesses on the side of the sleeve. All of this is what makes the sleeve to be beautiful. So this upper part, you're not going to stitch it because you're going to use it to turn. Okay, so once I was done arranging the ruffle on my sleeve, I've gone to sew. This is what we have, and then I'm turning right now. Don't forget, I said you should not stitch the upper parts of the sleeve because that is where you're going to turn. Okay, so I am done turning, as you can see. Okay, so at this point now, you can now stitch the ruffle on the upper part of the sleeve. Because you are going to have excess, which is the beauty of the sleeve, you will pleat it to meet up or to match up with the actual size of your basic sleeve, and then you will sew it down. Once you are done, this ruffle sleeve is ready. Okay, so the owner of this outfit is actually on a bigger side. Okay, so it's made the sleeve to be very, very big. So this is what we have. This is what we have. We are done with the sleeve. So right about now, you're going to take it to your garment and then fix it on your garment just the same way you fix every other sleeve. Guys, have you watched this video up to this point? Do well to like, share, subscribe, and give a thumbs up. So this is the blouse. It is actually an Igbo madam blouse with luxury embellishment. Tutorial video on how we made this blouse is on the channel. Go through it, you will see it was a live class and then subsequently stitching tutorials. Okay, all right guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. Do not go away without subscribing. God bless you as you subscribe. May the Lord prosper the works of your hand in the name of Jesus. Amen. Bye bye.